Hey guys, welcome back. You're still tuned into Power Breakfast, and let's now talk about all of the cues that you should track as we get into this trading session. Our research team is here with the trade setup. So Reema, Mangalam and Surbi all join me now to prep you up for this trading session. Guys, a very good morning to all of you. Reema, things really changed quite a bit at the end of the session yesterday, but take us through everything we should watch today.
Yes, the hawkish pause by the RBI did take everyone by surprise, and that's the reason why the Indian market sold off in yesterday's trade. But that said, we're still, broadly above the important support levels for our markets. So despite the fall that we've seen, it's not that we've breached any important support. So the 20-day moving average should be on your radar on the way down, 18,431. That said, the global picture is far more upbeat. So S&P 500, as you pointed out, had the highest close, the best close in 2023. The Nasdaq gained close to about 1%. Broadly, Asian markets are higher in this trade. Again, the hopes that Fed is going to pause at the upcoming meeting have gone up after the U.S. initial jobless claims were much higher than what the street was anticipating, suggesting that the U.S. labor market is softening. In terms of flows, you had DII selling 405 crore in the cash market, while the FIs net bought about 212 crore in the cash market. But today we might have very large volumes because of that Kotak Mahindra Canadian Pension Fund block deal, which is expected. So yesterday volumes were on the muted side, but today you should keep your eye on the kind of volumes. Back to you.
All right, Reema, thanks a lot for getting us all of those cues. Surbi is also here to fill us in with all of the stock-specific action. Surbi, the biggest, perhaps, like Reema was pointing out, Kotak Bank this morning.
That's right, Pavitra. So first on my radar is obviously Kotak Mahindra Bank. The Canadian Pension Fund, as sources say, is going to sell 1.6% stake in the bank out of the 4.34% they hold in the company. Next is Aether Industries. The company signs a licensing agreement with Saudi Aramco to commercialize the Converge polyol technologies. Hindustan Aeronautics, the company is going to consider a stock split on June 27th. Tata Power, the renewable arm, gets a letter of award to set up hybrid renewable power project for Tata Steel. And lastly, NHPC, the company's unit NHDC, was allotted a pump hydro storage project in Madhya Pradesh.
Okay, Surbi, thanks a lot for bringing us all of the details on these individual stories. We're going to track all of these stocks in the trading session today. Finally, it's over to Mangalam, who's looking at all of the cues from the futures and options space. Hi, Mangalam.
Good morning. So yesterday we came so close, yet so far from the record high once again, right? Just within 100 points of the record high, and thereafter we saw a bit of a sell-off. 145 points from the highs of trade after the RBI policy, and the Nifty Bank as well closed below that 44,000 mark, and that was on account of the weekly options expiry as well. But the good part is that after 3 days of non-stop selling in our cash markets, the FIs have gone into 3 days of non-stop buying. So June 6, June 7 and June 8, there have been purchases of close to around 2,000 crores in the cash market. But yesterday there was some pullback in the F&O space. FIs sold about 442 crores in index futures, and they added about 10,000 short contracts and about 5,500 long contracts, as a result of which their long-short ratio is now at a bit of an even keel, 48% long versus 52% shorts as well. Now, with the RBI policy done, everything is dependent on what happens in the US FOMC meet on June 13th and 14th, where 72% of the street is pricing in a chance of pause. So let's see whether the market stays in a range until then as well. The SGX Nifty is indicating a positive start. But if you just take a look at the way the options are moving, yesterday, the fact that we sold off from the day's high, we saw a lot of writing at the 18,700 call for a premium of 80 rupees, telling you 18,780 on the way up could be a bit of a resistance. On the way down, however, 18,600 would be an important support, because we are seeing an equal amount of writing in the 18,700 put as well. So what does this basically mean? The good part is that the Nifty range has moved higher from 18,400 to 18,700 to around 18,500 to 18,700. So rather, from 18,400 to 18,600 to 18,400 to 18,500 to 18,700, a 100-point move on the way up. On the way up, also watch out for yesterday's high as the SGX Nifty opens, 18,777. If we cross that, then maybe we have another shot at 18,887, which is a record high. A couple of stocks I'm watching out for. Kotak Mahindra Bank yesterday saw a fair amount of short build-up ahead of this bulk deal, so we'll keep an eye out on this. And the second one is HAL. A lot of long positions added on that stock. The board meets today to consider a stock split.
All right, Mangalam, thanks a lot for getting us all of those cues from the futures and options space as well. But